Nutty delicious. Finally. Some good fucking food.
Finally got a major release on the PSVR2 that doesn't suck for the most part. I'll get into that. But I mean, it's not a disappointment. It is incredibly fun. So Hellsweeper is a roguelike where you can use melee weapons, ranged weapons like pistols and a bow, and also magic. Rock, fire, and I think ice. I haven't unlocked ice yet though. But I've played about, I don't know, 3 hours or so. I've been playing all morning to try to get this video out for you guys. And I actually had to take a shower after because I was drenched in sweat. Let me tell you, if you do not have the space, you gotta try to find and make room if you're gonna be picking this game up because it is super, super active. You're gonna be turning a lot, you're gonna be ducking, you're gonna be jumping. Not in real life, but there is, you know, there's a lot of emphasis on movement. So you can wall run, you can do backflips in the air, you can do somersaults, you can double jump, you can just do a little hop jump. You can run and you can slide, and the way you do that is you jump up in the air, and as you're landing on the ground, you actually crouch in real life to slide, and I haven't seen that yet, and it's absolutely crazy, and you're gonna work up a huge sweat. I know my headset, once I took it off, it was caked in sweat. Shit! You know, a little gross, but I'm just forewarning you guys. You better have some space. I am playing it on the PSVR2. I know it's come out for the Quest, and I know it has come out on Steam as well. And kind of what I said at the beginning there, for the most part, it doesn't disappoint. Gameplay-wise, top tier. The graphics on the PSVR2 version, I think it's just this version. Man, yeah, they're awful. They are terrible. That doesn't look very good. I don't know. They look like something from the Quest or like the old PSVR1. There's great design of the world and, you know, there's a lot of imagination going on and stuff like that, but the graphics themselves, everything is super muddy. Everything is very blocky. Your character itself, just super mud, like on your chest and stuff like that. The enemies, all washed out. And the effects of some of the spells you use, like one is a fireball. You put your hands together, you slam your hands together, which is incredible. And then you slowly bring your hands out to make this fireball. And it feels and it looks awesome to do, but it also doesn't look that great. I don't know exactly what happened here, why it looks the way it does, but it's incredibly disappointing. I'm really hoping that something can be done with this. I don't know if it has to do being developed for 3 different platforms. I have no idea. That's not my department. I have no knowledge in that. I'm just letting you guys know that when I jumped in, oh my fucking God, this is gonna suck. This is gonna be awful. Why does this look like mud? But put that aside, it plays and it runs fantastically. I mean, there's enemies coming all over the place, and I only got to the first boss, and then almost to the second boss in the second act. I think there's 3 bosses total. I don't know how many levels. I'm gonna say 18 levels, I'm gonna guess. You know, if you're not familiar with a roguelike, you go in, and once your run is over, you beat the whole thing, or you die, that's it. You gotta restart. But you're not restarting from scratch, you're starting with some more upgrades, some passive abilities, stuff like that. And then through there, you have to pick what you want to take on each run. And there's chests that you can unlock in each level to help with each of your runs. But it's just a phenomenal experience. Your pistols, you can either reload them by hand to increase their charges, bang the guns together to reload them. You're doing backflips in the air. You're throwing your swords up, slicing guys, throwing your swords away, telepathically grabbing them, and then hitting the trigger to spin them, and then you can pull your gun out and shoot at the same time. It is just absolute mayhem, and it's so fun. But I'm gonna say this, if you haven't played many VR games, or you still don't have what's called your VR legs, this might be a little too intense for you. There's plenty of comfort options in here, and the game does warn you many times that these are intense experiences, especially the first time that you jump and you do like a backflip or a somersault.
Oh my Jesus. Holy shit.
Man, it is a crazy feeling to do that, and I have yet to do that in VR. But just be warned, if you're not comfortable with that, this might make you sick.
I'm adequate.
But yeah, the game's $39.99. That's Canadian, and I think it's an absolute stellar purchase for $40 easily.
Yeah, it's a good boy.
Aside from, you know, just the normal runs and stuff like that and the different difficulties that you can select, you do have a multiplayer mode that you can pick. And I jumped in there and I tried to get a game. I'm not sure if I couldn't find a game because it was really early this morning when I was playing it. I couldn't find anybody, but I did see lobbies when I had selected it first that there were plenty of people playing. So if you have friends that have a system and have this game, or has crossplay, you could go in there. I just can't tell you what they're like because I haven't tried it yet. I'm gonna try it again here after I'm done editing this video. I'm sure it's an absolute blast. I'm just sad I never got to try it because I couldn't find anybody. There are tutorials in the game for you to go back and just revamp yourself on what you might have learned, because the game is very intensive of just throwing a lot of stuff at you. There's a lot of movements, there's a lot of moving parts aside from your body going on with the controller. I mean, to jump, to do the flip in there, like I said, you actually have to physically, at the height of your jump, you have to throw your arms in the air. For you to slide, like I said, you have to jump, and then right as you land, you actually have to crouch. Get this awesome rock ability where you just levitate rocks out of the ground. You have to have your palms up, and then you push up in the air and it brings the rocks out. It is awesome. I will say though, sometimes when I'm trying to whip out a gun or my sword or anything like that, you have different directions that you can assign those to when you pick up the abilities. Sometimes I would want to pull up my gun and I whip my sword, I pull up my gun and I'd still whip up my sword, and it might have been me being frantic because I was trying to go too quick. I was panicking because I was getting my ass kicked.
I wrote a blog post a while ago about why I f***ing hate video games, because this is what it does. It appeals to like the male fantasy.
But you know, I would try to do that kind of stuff, and it wouldn't work. Sometimes it didn't feel right sometimes. But a lot of that came down, I think, to me just not understanding the correct movements, because you use your body and your controllers to do a lot of different things in this game. Denver. And that's kind of Hellsweeper. Make sure you got tons of room to play this game. You're gonna be sweating, you're gonna be moving a lot, and you're gonna be having a blast. And I really hope that you guys find some people to play with if you pick it up, because I have no friends that have a PSVR2, but that's okay. I'm gonna try again after I get this video uploaded for you guys. But are you picking it up today? Are you gonna wait? Are you gonna wait for a sale? Is a roguelike just not your style of game? Let me know down below. And also, I did a little kind of different style video. I just wanted to talk from the heart this time. Let me know if you like it, if you hate it. And as always, I appreciate you so much for watching or commenting, liking or disliking. But with that said, I'll see you in the next one. Take care.
What's in store for you this time?
Can I have that?